Last one, great surprise here. But before we do, how about a nice hand for Shane and Ray behind the bar? And please help me welcome Corey Allman, everybody. Corey.
How about that? Well, hello, McCurdy's. All right. Hey, this is my second time to be up here. I did the first time a month ago, so let's see how this goes. But I still got the nerves. You know, I've got that that feeling you get when you have to go to the bathroom real hard, and you only got about 10 steps in you, and it's going to take 15 to get there. That's right. Metaphorically speaking, I'm just trying not to shit myself. Did you know that if you spell synonym backwards, that probably just means you're dyslexic? Guys, if you've never had sex with a woman that has a fever, you should try it. It's pretty hot. Oh, come on. I heard some gross, but I love that joke. That joke, you know that friend of yours that has a shitty little dog that barks all the time and pisses on the rug, but they love that dog anyway? That's like that. That's how that joke is to me. Sometimes I want to smear peanut butter on my balls and let that joke just lick it off. But I know you can't do that. I have to continue having healthy thoughts. I mean, but just one time, maybe it could go start at the scrot, and maybe go across the taint, and then in my butthole. That's a move I like to call going coast to coast. Butthole seems to be making a comeback, huh? I'm hearing a lot more adults use butthole, which is weird because I always considered it to be kind of a gateway cuss word. Like if butthole was a drug, it'd be weed, right? Butt fuck would be meth. I like to use butt fuck casually, like in a conversation. Like, say if I'm in a gathering, and I'll just slip in a conversation and be like, yeah, everything was going fine until Jimmy pulled out his banjo and started butt fucking everything. But the funny part is, like, you say just loud enough to people in the other groups, you're like, did he say butt fuck? Yeah, I think he said butt fuck. No, he definitely said butt fuck. Who says butt fuck at a Christmas party? So my wife, she's here. She finally got tired of me. I used to, put off a bunch of chores and stuff. So she finally got tired of me doing that. She said, hey, I'm just going to hire a handyman to come over here and finish all these projects she started. And I said, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm going to hire a prostitute to come over here and finish all those blowjobs that you started. I was watching a documentary about a wolf. It's OR7 is the wolf's name. And it was about this wolf, and he went, they said that he traveled from Oregon all the way to California, like over 1,000 miles. And they said he was just looking for a mate. I mean, initially, I thought maybe he was just trying to get away from a bitch. But no, I felt an instant connection with this wolf. I felt like he and I were kindred spirits because one time I drove over 5 hours just for a hand job. I recently attended a Catholic funeral where the priest was Asian, right? I mean, that's not something you see every day. And Father Nguyen got about 3 minutes into this thing before he dropped the first God bless you on us. I was like, son of a bitch. I wasn't ready for that. And little did I know there was going to be 4 more God bless yous headed my way before this thing was headed over. By the time that third God bless you got there, I was a basket case. I had one of those pew pencils, and I was just jamming myself in the thigh, just trying to not let go of my shit. You know, by the fourth God bless you, I couldn't even breathe. But that fifth God bless you was the one that got me, y'all. It was more than I could bear. I had just lost the battle that I was been fighting with my inner eighth grader. And as my laughter echoed out of the church and down the corridor, I felt a warm feeling come over myself. And it was then when I realized that I had just pissed myself. That's it for me. Don't get me, Johnny.
All right, Corey Allman, everybody.